What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Dylan, and we are joined by the one and the only, the stunning and gorgeous Tanya.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, the beautiful.
And Hedwig.
And Hedwig, there you go. And also, no, I forgot the cast. Right behind us, right here. Right there. Yep. You have Voldemort, you've got Harry and Snape. Look, Harry and Snape are working together. They're saying, always. Okay, anyway. It is what it is. Tanya's a massive Harry Potter fan, as you guys know. And I have become a fan because of Tanya, but also because of you guys, because you've made me watch everything. I was reacting and listening to the audiobooks exclusively on Patreon, but in the future that's going to come back out, but I had to stop for a while because there was some legal issues with it, so yada yada yada. It is what it is. It is what it is. But ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to take a look at, what is it, Tanya?
Harry Potter 20th anniversary, Return to Hogwarts.
Very good. The enthusiasm is next level by this woman here. Absolutely spot on.
I'm still waiting for my letter to go to Hogwarts. So
you're not going to get that letter, and Santa Claus is not bringing that bike either. How many times I've got to tell you?
I don't care. I still have faith. Okay, I've got faith.
Aye. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
someday I will get it.
I don't know why you are so bronze and I'm so white.
Because you're white.
No, I'm not. It is crazy because I had to turn the lighting right up, all right? I had to turn the lighting right up because I've got a light directly on me. Tanya's got it. Oh, you've got it turned down. Okay, one moment. Let me fix this up. Tanya's got it turned down. All right, that's a bit better. All right, make sure you grab your mic too, yeah? You want your microphone, yeah? That's a bit better, guys. I fixed it up. All right, I fixed it up, and Tanya got the scarf as well.
That was a bit cold, okay?
Yeah, a bit cold, just like your heart. It's Voldemort. Voldemort's heart. Right there. Look, Voldemort. See? Anyway, we're so awkward.
I know what you're doing. I know exactly what you're trying to do.
I'm gonna jump off the balcony. It's just so cringy. Anyway.
Okay, can I get the middle spot then?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, get out.
There you go. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's jump straight into this. I don't know why I'm looking over there, thinking the camera's there. The camera's right there.
I know.
Let's do this.
I've been looking at the.
It's weird. It's so weird. It's so weird.
Matter.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this. I hope you all enjoy it. I'm looking forward to it. Don't forget, if you want to check this out in full, it's over on Patreon. Go check out every reaction with us, guys, over on Patreon, as well as Harry Potter over on Patreon. Me, I watched them all by myself first, and in the future, both Tanya and I will watch them together, rewatch them, and you guys will enjoy it. So anyway, that's the future. Now, this is the present and the 20th anniversary Return to Hogwarts. Let's go, guys. I'm looking forward to it.
That's how long I've been waiting for my letter. 20 years.
There you go. Let's go. Come on, please. Please play the iconic theme. Please do it. The theme's different.
Yeah, so I'll be watching it again.
Who's this?
Neville. Oh, look, the letter.
That's not your letter, Tanya. It's not your letter.
Please. That's cool.
Who the heck is that? Who is that big boy?
Well, I know how they look like, but... Oh.
I'm so confused. Like, no, wait.
What?
I don't know. I don't know who any of those bloody characters were, except for Hermione and
What? The two in the train were Luna and Ginny.
Really?
Yeah, and she was Bellatrix.
Ah, that was Bellatrix, was it?
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah, go back. Have a look.
What? And that's Bellatrix.
Yeah.
How did you know that was her? It looked nothing like her.
Just by the eyes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh? It looked, to me, that looked nothing like Bellatrix. Maybe because I think I've got the character in my head instead of the actual actress itself. All right. Now, who's this?
So the rest are all in there? Oh, that's cool.
Oh, nice. It's still one of the greatest theme songs of all time, dude.
Oh, look.
Oh, look.
Malfoy, Tom Felton.
You see what I've just noticed? In this, you know who the main focal point is?
Yeah, Emma.
Of course, it's Emma.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Oh, look.
Oh, Ron!
Is that
your owl? And you know what I didn't notice until I watched this movie is that he is in How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah.
And you didn't even notice.
I didn't notice it was him, no.
You didn't even bloody notice.
No.
And you're a Harry Potter fan and a massive How to Get Away with Murder fan.
Yeah.
And then when I saw it, I showed you and you're like, what?
But it's because when I think of someone in a certain age, like, I don't know, I think of...
You remember them at that age.
I remember, for example, with
I get you.
with the characters from Harry Potter, I saw them growing, yeah?
Yeah.
So I have the mental image of them in the last year.
Sure.
But with, for example, him, we saw him really early when he was really young.
Yeah.
So in my head, it's like, he still looks like that.
Yeah.
When he's not, yeah?
I get you, yeah.
It's very complicated for me to know who they are because it's like, I remember them when they were, 17? 18?
Yeah, he would have been around about that age. Yeah,
So-
younger than that.
So I'm like, when I see them now being 30, I get confused and I'm like, but is it him or not? Because mentally they're still younger, yeah?
Yeah, I think that's why I got confused at the beginning because I had an image of all the characters in my head, yeah? Have you even seen it in the first film and then look at the last film? They completely changed and you're like, wait, what?
That's what I mean. But
Hermione's not such an innocent girl anymore.
But you see them grow.
Yeah, true.
It'd be different if like...
But you grow with them, yeah? So you're used to it. Whereas I watched it all boom, 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 boom in the space of 3 months.
It's not as much different now. For example, if you just saw... if you were sitting here and you just watched the first movie, not the rest, you will think... You wouldn't recognize none of them.
No,
because
that's
you
true.
would think of Hermione when she was 9 and Harry when he was like that. That age as well. So you'll be confused because Emma was like 9 or 10 when she did the first movie.
Yeah, yeah, she would have been. Yeah,
that's what I mean.
My dog Fluffy. Oh, this is bloody awesome.
We haven't seen Daniel, have we? Daniel Radcliffe, we haven't seen.
No, we haven't seen Harry at all.
Or Ron, or Robert. Ah, there he is.
Bro, this is even more amazing having it up here too.
To Harry Potter, the boy who lived.
Oh, that's goosebumps. Oh my god.
Gosh.
This is
Yeah, I'll turn it up a little bit.
Last time we were here, you were shorter. And then immediately I saw the movies. I just saw them. This is my vision. She said, that's exactly the way I see the movie.
When the
Yeah,
books came
right.
out, I mean, thousands of them all waiting
Hagrid.
for the latest one.
It became
Look
like
at
a
it.
family thing.
It's so
My
cute.
dad used to do all the voices. One more, please, just one more. Please, one more.
She is so
friend
beautiful.
of mine at school.
It's
had
ridiculous.
The first two. That's what we did. This whole sleepover. We just both sat there in silence, him reading Chamber of Secrets.
Chamber of Secrets was the first book that I sort of genuinely stayed up at night reading.
Do you think this is the first ever book where an obsession has turned into something magnificent where people are obsessed with the book and the movie's just as good as like the books say? Because to me the movies were bloody amazing, like absolutely sensational. So I could just imagine what the books were like if everyone was obsessed with it, because when people are obsessed with something it's because it's good. Yeah. So I mean, for an obsession like that, because you mean 50 Shades of Grey, it was an obsession with women. Yeah, women loved that book. A lot of women, they were obsessed with it. But the movie came out and people were like, man, I'm sticking to the book.
Same thing happens with Harry Potter, really.
Really?
Yes, there's a lot of things missing from...
50 Shades of Grey, I watched the movie for 10 minutes and never read the book and I gave up on the movie.
I haven't read the book or watched the movie.
It was horrible.
Don't know. I don't feel attracted to those kind of books or movies.
But I'm saying is, do you think this is the first time that a book, like there's books that have been absolutely amazing and have made good movies, but books that have been absolutely amazing, well, I haven't read the books, but books that have been absolutely amazing that have turned into incredible movies on its own.
You think that because you haven't read the books. If you
So
read the books,
you reading the books, do you think the movies are amazing?
the movies are good because they have to be all like short, yeah?
And they give like an imagery to a lot of the writing,
Exactly.
but not full.
But they miss a lot of things that I would have, like a lot of things that are in the movies, I think they could have gone without. And
Okay.
they missed some important things that they skipped for no reason. that I think were more important than some things that they show in the movies. So yeah, I think each movie for the movies to have all the essence from the books should last like 4 hours each. But of course, they had to make it short. And if you just watch the movies, you don't read the books, you'll think, oh, they're good. And they're good. But when you read the books, you can't stop thinking like, oh, they missed this here, they missed this there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're still good. The movies are great.
No, it's just I just thought that having a different opinion from someone who's read the book first and then the movie, whereas I've watched the movies and then I'll eventually will read the books.
I just think it's a beautiful, creative outlook on life. This belief in limitless possibilities.
And you suddenly realize the power of writing.
The search for Harry Potter was insane.
The new Harry Potter
I could just
film
imagine.
And then we realised that we were the only set of twins there who weren't wearing identical clothing. So we ended
Let us all mill, sort of congregate, until they seemingly walked away. What's that? I think he even said, it's a mic, duh. They're filming us. This is like a trick. I remember it because it was Emma.
I became completely gripped by in a way that I think terrified my parents, because they were like, what are we going to do with her?
I think the biggest pressure at the beginning was who was going to be Harry Potter.
We couldn't find Harry, and it was getting kind of weird.
Light bulb went off in my head, and I said, this is Harry Potter. This is the kid we've been looking for months.
Oh, so he played.
His parents do not want him involved in this world.
I think the deal was to sign on for like all 7 films and they would be filmed in LA.
David, being the great producer that he is, convinced Dan's father to bring.
I bet you that was a setup. That was a set. They knew that they were going to that specific theater and were like, dude, you need to go there, get those tickets right in front of them so they have no option but to look at you when you turn around and talk to them. I bet you any money that was a setup, bro. But just imagine if they didn't go to that theater.
Yeah, exactly.
Harry Potter may not be Harry Potter on the films. Just remember that. Because every one of those characters suited, like every one of those actors and actresses suited them perfectly.
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's what makes it so special. The movies, yeah.
Dragon egg.
I was a very happy kid who had a really haunted quality.
Rupert and Emma were very easy to cast because they felt like they jumped off the page.
I checked this out first term for a bit of light reading. This is light.
The squeaky her voices.
Honestly, don't you two read?
Good job.
Yeah, kind of much the same. It's quite surreal. It doesn't feel like much time has passed. It doesn't feel like...
Until you look at each other, how you've aged.
Our first audition, the day we all met, I think for the first time.
I do remember that when it was the 3 of us, I do remember the click.
We've been out of the studio. There is now going to be a lot of media outside your house, so you can't go home.
So far, it's I don't know, I've never had anything happen to me like this before.
They were completely peeing themselves. They're like scared.
I think I'm scarily like my character.
Of course, that's
I've got a red-headed sister and I live in a burrow.
Camera-ready 12-year-old boy in the world.
Rupert was Ron, and Dan kind of was Harry.
That's what I said. The thing is, it's so crazy because they played such a magnificent role that I feel like the only person that has excelled after Harry Potter is Emma. And that's quite sad because all 3 of them deserve their careers to just explode.
Yeah.
But Emma's gone like this and the other 2 have gone like this. Whereas Emma's going up.
Yeah, up really, really high.
You know what I mean? And that's sad. That is sad because I feel like Dan is such a phenomenal actor himself, yeah? But his role as Harry Potter was just incredible that it's hard to top, yeah? It's very, very hard to top.
Hey class, listen to me. Welcome to your first flying lesson.
Looking back, I am sort of amazed at the fact that I wasn't ever, like, completely overwhelmed by it. We were very much just, like, kids being kids on a set.
I remember the Shin version.
Yeah. They probably made their jobs harder for themselves by letting us have as much fun as we had because they expected us.
But it was a good mix. It was a good mix they had.
The problem was like throughout a tape.
It's a little terror in there.
Columbus had worked with kids a lot. And
See,
he was terrific with
they're probably like, guys, stop. And he's like,
well, you know how difficult it must be working with children?
See, Hagrid's just about to say Christopher Columbus worked with kids before, so this made it easier. Okay, say that to the last day or when they were finishing all the films, and let's see what Chris would say. He'd be like, "Thank God they're older now."
Just imagine, our son is younger, but just imagine him trying to be in a movie.
Oof.
He'd be like, okay, now I don't feel like doing this. I'm going to play with the ball. It's like, you're in the middle of a scene. Can you please finish it?
Yeah, exactly.
I need to go to the toilet.
He'll be like Chin Chan.
Oh, God. That's what I mean.
And that's how you talk to kids, though.
You could really feel that, like.
Do you really think? Use it.
Snuck away. Couple of Gryffindors. Kicking it.
You better watch it because Finch's cat and Finch is going to be there.
Oh.
He's going to be like, you are in trouble, aren't you? You're drinking on school grounds. They are in trouble.
I never recall feeling like we're working.
No. But that's so important, isn't it, that we had that? Yeah. Well, Richard Harris worked here as a tour guide for a while.
But he's naturally funny. What's his name? Malfoy's the actor.
Tom Felton.
Tom Felton. If you see Tom Felton in real life, he is naturally funny as heck, man.
But you know he is a massive, massive, massive Harry Potter fan. Like
yeah, I know he is.
Massive.
You know,
Crazy.
There's a thing, right? He's got his own channel and everything like that, yeah? And there's a thing coming out that he said that every time he saw Hermione acting or he saw Hermione on screen, all he would do is smile and laugh. He was obsessed with her, yeah? He was so obsessed.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Rickman.
Yeah, I know.
R.I.P. And this fella too, he's passed away.
The adult actors came in and were like the mischief in a funny way.
I tried absolutely everything. I've tried cream, I've tried jelly, I've tried shaving. My husband is threatening to leave me. It's very, very difficult.
Well, we spent so much time together.
I know. I spent more time with you than I did with my own children.
I know, wild. You know, big piece of acting.
Oh yeah, this was a real heartbreaking moment.
Mudblood's a really foul name for someone who's Muggle-born.
The three of you have become such
Even
great actors.
that scene, dude. Like, I'm not going to lie, it's going to sound weird, but even that scene is the first time I wanted to like hug a child through the screen. It was crazy because you felt so sorry for her, but her acting was that good, that good for a child that it made you feel what she was feeling.
And I feel so sorry for Tom Felton as well, because the fact that he played Malfoy, it made
everyone hates him. Yeah,
it made people hate him, even though he's just an amazing.
I didn't hate him at the end. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone that hasn't seen it. But if you're watching this and you haven't seen it, you're crazy.
At the beginning, it is.
At the beginning, I wanted to. It's a child abuse, but I wanted to smash his head into the wall.
But he did an amazing role. He played an amazing role.
His two friends, what are they called? The two dum-dums?
Bob and Goyle.
Yeah. When Harry and Ron turned into them and they're like, Crab, what is wrong with you? Because they're talking about Harry, and he's talking about Harry, saying, "Oh, I hate Ron. Him and his stupid redhead family and stuff like that." And he went to stand up and he's like, and Harry stops him and he's like, "What is wrong with you, Crab?" And then Goyle's like, he's just got a little bit of a bellyache, and he's like, yeah.
No, it's an amazing. Like, he plays it really good.
And that's what I said. Like, for me, the two best all of them were fantastic, but for me, the two best was definitely Draco and Hermione. For me, I don't know if you guys agree. If you agree, but for me, they were phenomenal actors.
Yeah.
Because when you're a villain or when you're portraying someone, no. Number one is Alan Rickman. Sorry.
Yeah.
Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman.
Sure.
Yeah. Sorry. I forgot to say that. Alan Rickman was the best out of all of them. Yeah. But then you have.
I was thinking about the children. Yeah.
Yeah. So was I. Yeah. But the thing is, he played a villain while being a kid, and you hated him.
Yeah, that's the thing.
What the heck, man?
Yeah,
they're unbelievable.
Hundreds of real candles that were really lit.
Oh crap! They're freaking real. Oh my tits! Yeah. Oh my days! That is real. That's wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I thought they were done with CGI, dude. Oh, that is awesome. Don't tell me that these are real broomsticks.
3 chasers, 2 beaters, 1 keeper, and the seeker.
I've got this chest, but it's up there.
Basically did a rule
I bought it for Tanya.
and really create a pitch that felt authentic and real.
I'm not going home. Not really.
This guy, this kid, is an amazing actor.
I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it number 1 a lot.
So I had a ball on the second film, The Chamber of Secrets, because I was like, free.
Number 2 is amazing. I love this movie.
Number 2, really? Number 2, a lot of people.
Chamber of Secrets? It's great.
Was it number 2 or The Prisoner of Azkaban that people don't really like?
The Prisoner of Azkaban, the thing is, they miss a lot of things.
I think that's the one they don't like. People don't like. There's either 2 or 3 that people don't like. For me, number 1, number 1 and the last one for me were incredible.
But number 3 is really well done. The movie, they miss a lot of things. That's right. From the
yeah,
book,
it's really well done. The way how they go back. I don't want to spoil for a lot of people, but the way they go back in time is
very well. Number 3 is
sensational.
amazing. Yeah.
Sensational.
It's really well done.
Yep.
I don't know. It's
and I feel like number 3 was the movie that Emma Watson opened up. Yeah, she became more of a figure. Yeah. Because of with her controlling the time and everything like that, she was the one that was one of the main focal points in that area, yeah. And I think that's what helped her character build a lot more, yeah. And I think that's what J.K. did in the books, obviously, yeah. She obviously expanded that character more and more and more. But also, some people were saying that they put Emma Watson's character Hermione on the movies on screen time a lot more than it is in the book. Is that true?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. They give her more.
I thought so.
Push in the movies,
yeah,
yes.
I thought so. See, I feel like this one, the focal point was Harry. Number 1, it was all about Harry.
Yeah.
I want to watch the movie again.
The kind of wheezes were all together, like the burrow scenes. It just had this frenetic energy.
Oh, what about when they were catching the train? See, it was him. Look, see?
And then it got smaller.
She looks so old.
Yeah.
She looks old.
Like on top of everything else.
And that's the older brother.
Yeah.
Julie Walters, who played my mother, Mrs. Weasley, was just.
She passed away.
wonderful.
Did she pass away?
It looks like it. Did she say was? Supposedly.
Yeah. Oh, no.
They would bounce off each other.
Dumbledore.
Doesn't work. The Weasley family values. Consideration. What exactly is the function of a rubber duck? You know,
The Malfoys, here we go.
Yeah, Narcissa, the mother.
This is going to be awesome.
Away as well.
This is going to be awesome.
I'm convinced I ended up playing Lucius because I didn't want to. I was about to play Captain Hook in Peter Pan, and I thought, well, I don't want to play 2 children's villains. Asked me to play Lucius, and thank God they did.
How dare you?
How dare you?
Being why Draco was such a horrible, heartless...
You must be a Weasley.
All right, they're mate. You're gonna be lovely and very huggy.
He knows his mummy.
Adored Tom from the second I met him. He was always just the biggest sweetheart.
In fact, working with Jason was not always a treat. Just horrible person I've ever met.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was saying on set he went to hit him like because that was part of one of the scenes, and he actually hit him with the cane, like proper hit him, and he kept character, like Draco kept character, but he was in his head he was saying. Because it hurt, yeah? I think he's going to say it here. I think he's going to say it. But I remember him saying it on his Instagram. I remember it. Now, do you tell everyone where you got my son's name from? Our son's name from?
At the end. I was going to say that.
Okay, we'll say it at the end. It hit him.
Touch anything, Draco. But I didn't know how sharp the teeth were. Eyes welled with tears. And I went, Tom, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I was... It's all right. It was good for the scene.
Bloody bro. This is awesome, huh?
I've got this part. It's an elf in Harry Potter. How important this character was.
Very important character.
What happened? And I said, I I kicked Dobby down the stairs.
Have something of yours.
You forgot this. The sock. The sock.
On another level, it's everything, and...
Master has given Dobby a sock.
What?
I'm free!
Master Dobby is
free!
One of the major things is this alliance of
So
friends.
Animatronic version of Fox the Phoenix.
Oh, that's
And it
awesome.
was this big. Wow, they train these animals marvelously these days.
They had a camera inside the eye so they could see Richard looking at it. You know, got into a cycle where Richard was like, the bird is responding to me.
Fascinating creatures, Felix.
Poor fella. So he actually thought that it was a real bird. He didn't even realize it was a robot he was talking to. Oh my god.
Healing powers.
We never told him.
No, we never told him. We just thought it was a real bird. It was insane.
Oh
Do
my
not know a
god.
human being that could have started the series in the way you did. And I think you, honestly, I don't think you ever get enough credit for like what you achieved on. So thank you so much.
It's
for that.
been the
Do you think
greatest
that's what
experience
it
of my
was?
life.
Do you think that's why the first two were like really good, and then the third one it was the transition period?
If you-
That's why it was a bit iffy.
If you realize after the third one, they become darker. Have you realized?
Yeah. But do you realize on the third one, the transition just started, so that's why the third one was a bit
Don't know.
because it was a
But
different
the
director. yeah?
third one, graphic-wise and visually, was amazing. Amazing. It's just what I was telling you. If you haven't read the books, it's great. But it's just they miss parts that you think that if you have read the books you know about, and you think, oh, the people that are watching the movies don't know about this, and I do know about this, so they're missing part of the experience.
Yeah, I get you.
But that is all. What that's what it is.
For me, watching the movies for the first time, like, I felt like the third one was not as good as the first two, and then it picked up again.
I mean, I enjoyed number 3. Graphically is amazing. How well done.
Yeah, of course it is, because everything develops more, technology and things like that.
Yeah, but yeah. Oh,
So
okay.
Yep. All right. Cut. Tanya breaking the studio set.
I'm sorry.
Exactly right. Exactly right. I was born at someone who craps their pants, and now I can wipe my own butt.
Who is that? That man.
I killed Sirius Black.
Sirius Black is an essential character for Harry. It's part of Joe's themes. He's somebody very different. And Gary is such a remarkable actor.
Can I ask you, when were you first approached to be serious?
They were taking a slightly darker approach in the book.
Now remember, guys, that you have to take care of your frogs.
They are passing the threshold between childhood and their teenage years. There's a big cloud that overshadows everything around Harry.
Yeah, so that's one of the main reasons why it started to become darker. And also the audience got older. We all know what happens next. There's something out there moving.
It was a much darker kind of story. There was a lot of kind of quite...
Because what they do is they suck all the joy away.
So essentially that the mentors are Karens. Okay, fair enough.
We first met.
Yeah.
I think I had a natural sort of paternal thing.
Are you going to kill me, Harry?
Gary chat. Yeah, you were like, listen, Emma, you need to be cool. Because Gary Oldman,
It was really sweet to see the two of them. They discover who they truly are. Is when suddenly there's an amazing bond between.
This is acting, guys. This is what we all need to be working towards. And you showed me the wonders of that sometimes as well, and that was really important.
I have never done a scene with such an amazing cast in my life. It's an intense scene in which a lot of things are at stake. No! That they are completely committed to the scene.
And so warm.
And he's warm and kind, and he's kind of cool.
Chris would literally say to him, why are you doing that like that? He said, I'll tell you later.
Bonso was like, now you're teenagers, and I'm going to treat you like a teenager. Assigned us homework.
Yeah.
Really?
Half a side of A4, I was like, I feel like you've pretty much covered it.
Oh, that's right. I remember this. Yeah. I remember Ron saying it in an interview. He said that, I bought it, and I said, I'm not doing it.
Emma wrote 8 pages, and they just did half a page.
Exactly. And Ron didn't write anything.
And they're like, That's
I
good
remember
enough. And
because they were interviewed when they were younger. Remember? I remember.
And they go
this.
there and they're like, okay, maybe it wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Of course, Emma writes like
12
pages.
Robert didn't.
Yeah. See, don't you?
And I said, Robert, where's your assignment? He says, I thought that
Ron wouldn't do it.
So I did do it. Robert is Ron. Emma is just such an effortless actor. And you're doing the scenes, it's as if everything is just flowing out of her.
And that is why she has excelled. I'm sorry to say it, but that's why she's excelled. Because she is effortless with her skills.
Yeah.
Effortless.
It was like a family, wasn't it?
Iconic picture, that one.
It just feels like, you know, being in these, you get to be a part of film history.
Do you think it's the only, like series of films that I can think of that all the characters basically came back as all the characters, like all the actors came back as their characters, but in an older version? Like if you think about Star Wars, 1 through to 6, they're all different characters. And then one reappears every now and then, and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But on this, like all of them repeated, they grew in the film, yeah? Do you think it's the first time? Because I'm thinking about it, and like Lord of the Rings had 3, but I'm talking about movies
I can see your shoe in my camera, yeah?
Oh, sorry. You can see my dirty feet, sorry.
I'm like, what's this?
You're like, what's that foot in my camera? The thing is, do you think it's like the first time you see a bunch of series of movies together where all the characters are literally the same?
I never thought of that, but
I'm trying to think of any movies as well. Like even TV series, they change. The characters change.
Maybe-
Characters die off.
maybe Lord of the Rings?
But Lord of the Rings was only 3.
Yeah.
Even The Hobbit was different.
Yeah.
Star Wars, different as well.
Maybe yes.
I'm just trying to think, yeah? Even Darth Vader, the actor changed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this would probably be the first. You guys will have to let us know. You guys will have to let us know. Like maybe there is, I don't know, like, what's that movie with the wolves and stuff? The people turn into the wolves. Like the
I don't.
Teen Wolf or something. No, what is it called?
I usually don't watch movies.
Vampires. What is it? The people that turn into the vampires and stuff. Remember? And you had that Sheila.
Twilight.
The Twilight. Do they repeat the actors? They come back?
They're the same, but it's only 3 movies, is it?
It's only 3. I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I think it's 3.
Maybe this is the first time where a series of movies put together like 6.
But maybe it's because as well they were really young.
Yeah, I know, but you would think that by the time they get to the 3rd or 4th, they're like, I can't do it anymore. But I think maybe that would be a breach of contract too.
Yeah, exactly. It's like TV series.
They're
like,
contracted
I don't know,
to it.
If you think of TV serials like Big Bang Theory, the main ones are always the same. Some of them join, but
that's TV series. Maybe I'm talking
yeah, but
about.
it also lasts for 10 seasons. That's 10
Yeah,
years.
that's true. That is true.
Or I don't know, Modern Family as well. The
Until
main ones are the same
someone's contract's up, and then they say I don't want to do it anymore, and then they have to break it all up.
Exactly, they break the whole TV series. They don't continue if one of them.
That's what makes me think who did it in Big Bang Theory and who did it in Modern Family.
I think
Because we all know who did it in 2.5 Men.
Yeah, exactly. Don't know.
They're talking about the 4th one?
Yes.
The Durmstrangs.
This is when I knew.
With the 4th film, we wanted a British.
This is when I knew, right, in the 4th film, this moment when the Sheilas come in, like, provocatively and sexy, yeah? This is when I knew. I was like, okay, this movie's changed. Like, this is Harry Potter's changed. When they come in like this.
To be honest, I think number 4 is the one that I
Don't like this entrance, yeah?
Yeah.
They come in, they were zooming on their like curves and everything of their body parts and everything like that. That's when I knew. I was like, okay, they're starting to make this a little bit older than just for younger kids, yeah?
But that's happened to a lot of people. I've been talking about, like, have you watched Harry Potter? And they've said to me, no, I've watched the first 2 ones and I've realized they're for kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
they're made for kids. They're not made for adults. And I got bored just watching the 2 first ones. And then I've told them, well, start watching the 3rd one because you will see the big change. And they've actually listened to me and have done it. And they're like, oh my God, it's like a completely different thing.
Different universe.
It's like completely different. The 2 first ones, it's like they made for kids. But then after the 3rd one, it's like it's made for actual adults. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
4th book is the biggest of them. It's about 900 pages. It's a doorstop. It has to have this great, big, energetic core to it.
He loves the humour as well and would always try and find it in every scene.
Things changed when Columbus left. It was definitely a bit of a different...
it was a different vibe.
See what they're saying? Did you see that?
Yes.
Did you see what they were saying? They're saying it's a different vibe when Christopher Columbus left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. Totally.
But they're trying to tell you something, but they're not going to say it, yeah? About what happened, yeah?
The Weasley twins, whom I was very fond of, they had to fight.
Mike said, okay, so I think you guys would be really annoyed with each other. I think you should have a good fight about this.
These two was, well, of course, I was a tubby 60-year-old gent at that stage.
Oh my God.
I didn't know that.
All about teenagers, having crushes for the first time, asking
someone.
Are you
And I said that. I said that this is where they went through in the storyline of the characters. This is where they went through puberty. I said that. I freaking said that.
She sent me this many kisses back. What do I do? This is a nightmare.
We had that kind of older brother, younger sister thing.
Hormones flying around.
Yep, exactly what I said. I said that.
It was exactly what you expect. The bow batons and the Durmstrangs.
See what I said?
Bring in 2 massive groups of new people.
I said that. This is the point where it become a little bit of like a turning point where it was a little bit sexual. Yes, a little bit. And that was because they were basically turning into, like, they were teenagers themselves, yeah? And the audience were around about that same age too.
Yeah.
So that is why. That's why I think a lot of the film is so relatable, and I think number 4, the bits that were relatable to young kids were the bits that you were seeing with the relationships and things like that, yeah? And young teenage girls with Hermione and Victor Crumb. Is that his name?
Victor Crumb, yeah.
Why do they have to travel in packs?
He is just like a slightly awkward teenage boy.
I just maybe you want to go to ball with me?
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
It obviously was.
Is first and foremost a dance.
Let me show you how to dance.
Maggie's right in the middle, and she says, right, I'm going to teach you to dance. The kid's 14, and he knows how to get a laugh. It's great.
It kind of convinced me before we filmed it that there was this whole like dance routine planned.
Because there was all these incredibly beautiful young people, perfectly dressed.
Except for Ron.
I look like my great aunt Tessie.
Austin Powers mates or something hanging out to the side.
Oh yeah, this moment.
For the first, Harry and Ron, particularly Ron.
Now from the first film to that,
Hermione's sidekick that they each have.
We all did.
Absolutely not. They sit so parallel to everyone's life, like the first school dance.
Giving me a million different directions about how to walk down the stairs, and of course, I fell down the stairs.
We were a bunch
Oh,
of
did she
very
really?
teenagers.
He was 3 years above me, and so for him, he was like, you're like my little sister. Nothing has ever happened romantically with us. We just love each other. That's all I can say about that.
And that's so unusually weird. She said nothing has ever happened romantically or anything like that, but yet they love each other. That's really weird. That's not very often you hear that in the film industry, because usually you know what things that lead to, yeah, relationships and everything like that.
But even
that's
really
really
what you were
weird.
saying, that they have that, it's like they're in love with each other, but nothing's going to happen between them.
Yeah.
Like when Tom watches Harry Potter, every time Hermione comes out,
Yeah.
he smiles.
He's
Yeah, what you were
smiling, yeah.
saying. It's like they have
He's
that.
got an obsession, yeah.
Yeah, it's like they love each other, but not in a romantic way. More like in a, I don't know, like in a brother-sister,
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, they love each other so much, but not for something romantically.
Yeah. I get you, yeah.
What? You're being asked to play Voldemort? I wasn't expecting that, and I thought, wow, that's a strong look. I know he's been human, but he's become a snake-like thing.
Come to die.
Bill and
Harry
world
Potter.
It took about 3 hours in makeup, the painting of the hands, the nails, the teeth. Strong. It felt powerful. It felt evil.
In that confrontation, Cedric is killed and Crash Land back at the end of the competition.
And then the dad comes down. Look, oh, this was heartbreaking.
This moment when
This,
his father, oh.
my heart broke into 10 million bits. Yeah, I just put myself in that situation and I just broke. I broke.
You realize that this movie is not about life, it's about death.
Yeah.
He's back. He's back. Voldemort's back.
Hedwig Diggory was murdered by Lord Voldemort.
And this was the button where it went boom. Now it's dark. Now it's dark. Number 5.
Oh, no, look, they really don't look very well.
They're all still here.
They're really still
Oh,
here.
really?
There's a-
What the heck?
Okay, now you can...
Right, you go down there.
Kill Sirius Black!
She's an amazing actress.
Yeah, she is.
It was a pleasure being your co-star and coaster. Wow, what a clever. I said I do love you, and I just wish I'd been born 10 years earlier. I might have been with a chance.
Hey!
Lots of love. Thank you.
That is in my toilet, Dan.
Oh, bloody brilliant. Bloody brilliant.
It's 11 years and
Yeah.
yeah, it smells a bit whiffy.
Ew.
Do you remember me?
I remember this is, yeah.
I love her
The
laugh.
teeth help.
With the character.
It might not mean much on the page, but she's going to do something significant.
Bellatrix was just this wild thing that was uncontrollable.
Very exciting for an actor, because it's like whatever she did on that take.
She was just allowed to do anything she wanted. She could cackle, she could jump up and down. Calm down. Kept them wanting to go, shut up.
I killed you, didn't I?
You killed me.
Yeah. Had to be done. I remember
Had to
we
be
worked
done.
Lots of spells.
It had to be done.
You were a really good wizard. I was a really good. You fell into the veil. What was it? The veil?
Yeah,
What was it?
I go through the veil.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
I killed Sirius Black!
For all of us, we're like kind of ready to be like, can you push me? Like we want to try and be actors too.
The world is becoming more political,
Oh,
and I
Dolores
felt we
Umbridge.
needed a director who could handle that.
Now, you want to talk about phenomenal actresses? Mate, she is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Like, her, I hate her more than Voldemort.
She's the person that I hate the most in the.
I had a school teacher like her.
Oh.
I had a teacher exactly like her, and she got fired by the time I got to year 7.
She's the worst thing.
She used to hit us kids and everything like that, and we never complained because we were too scared.
Worst thing. Worse than Voldemort. Worse than Bellatrix.
Yep.
Worse than everyone. She's
Yep, I agree.
devil.
But that's why she's a phenomenal actress.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Progress for the sake of
Oh, just that voice. I want to punch your lights out.
discouraged.
And also, we had a lot of kind of one-on-one with David Yates.
This was awesome, this scene.
Bigger and more frightening.
I love this scene. I think I squealed too. I was like,
Big increase in scale.
Just a boy. You say much more and you might as well induct him into the order straight away.
Emma is not sure she wants to come back to do another Potter.
I didn't know that.
Forget.
I did find a diary entry that was kind of like, I can see that at times I was lonely.
But what does that mean though? She's lonely. But what does she mean by that? Like, why was she lonely? Well, because she felt like she didn't have like fans.
No, more like a girlfriend in the movie. Luna and Ginny weren't really there that much, I think.
Interesting. I've never. Okay.
As a 14-year-old boy, I was never going to turn around to another 14-year-old and be like, hey, how you doing?
That is true.
This is kind of forever now.
Yeah, no, I had moments like that. Kind of contemplating what life would be like if I called it a day. We were kind of in the moment at the time. It just didn't really occur to us.
The fame thing had finally hit home in a big way.
I'm just very proud to be a part of something that...
And that's what. Look, I'm going to be honest, and that's what a lot of actors they forget. Yeah, a lot of actors and actresses they forget that films, they're not just filming something for their career to explode. They're not just filming something for money. They're filming something that essentially is going to save people's lives, because it's going to give them hope that they can achieve something just by some little scene that you've got in a movie. Like, you can change somebody's lives, and you probably made people feel like they could believe in magic. Yeah, they felt like they could escape from the world, the harsh reality of the world, or they felt like they could escape from abuse or bullying at school. Whatever it is, you helped people in their lives, and a lot of actors and actresses don't realize this.
I was reading in an interview that one of the reasons why they were thinking about leaving the movies was because they were around 15, 16 at this point, and they weren't allowed to do the things that other kids their age or other teenagers their age were doing. Like they weren't allowed to go, for example, to ski or do any dangerous activity that could,
because they couldn't
break their
hurt.
arms or their legs or get hurt at all. So there was a lot of things, a lot of places they couldn't go to because of that.
Yeah.
And they saw kids their age or boys and girls their age that they were doing amazing things, and they couldn't do them because they weren't allowed because of a contract. Yeah. And that's why they were thinking, is it really worth it to waste our teenage years doing a movie, and we're not going to get these years back. We're not going to be able to do a lot of these things. And it was then when they realized how important what they were doing was for a lot
I feel like being a teenager is overrated.
Yeah.
It's very overrated. When you're a kid, yeah, it's like, it's amazing. But when you're a teenager, it's so overrated.
But when you are a teenager, you want to be a teenager. You think you can own the world, and you want to do so many things. But
then you look back at it and you're like,
of course, when you're old,
like,
that's why now.
What? Like, wait, you gave up all that for that? Like, and now where is it?
Yeah, exactly. You did
like,
so many things that were stupid back in the day. That's all.
Wait, I said no to an opportunity for a job just because I wanted to go party.
Yeah, exactly. But
why?
That's the thing.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Teenagers used to have a lot of fun, and they used to look at it like
kids. It's very important when you're a kid, to live your life. But when you're a teenager, I mean, it's like, yeah. It is what it is. I think being a teenager is very, very overrated.
It is, of course. But when you're a teenager and you see yourself stuck doing a movie and studying every day, and you can do a lot of things, and you see
until 10 years time when you're living in a beautiful place.
Of course. Now they probably look back at it and they're like, how the heck did they? I
can retire for the rest of my life.
Of course. Yes.
I can make an appearance on a TV show and get enough money for the whole year from one TV show.
What are all those teenagers that were having so much fun? Where are they now? What
exactly.
Are they doing? Are they working?
Working at Wendy's.
Exactly. For example.
But even though we've got a fight ahead of us, we've got one thing that Voldemort doesn't have. Something worth fighting for.
Friendship, each other.
I'm really looking forward to watching the films with my hypothetical children one day.
Hypothetical? I wonder what his children would say.
If I was writing to J.K. Rowling, I would find life a bit hopeless without Harry Potter. Luckily, I can say J.K. Rowling was my pen friend. That's my ticket. Off we go. Let's go to London.
No way. That's how she got it.
I kind of think that contributed to the whole Luna Lovegood vibe.
The awkwardness? Yes.
Dreadful, Ron. And then he found this.
That was hilarious. She's like, you look dreadful, right? And she's got this big animal on her head. But like, honestly, her character is, it's such a picture of the real world when it comes to kids who get bullied at school and things like that, because she was bullied. They took her shoes and everything like that. She was heavily bullied in Harry Potter, and I think that's why so many people love her character, because it's like, it's a sense of normality with her. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not normality as in like she's a normal person. No, she's absolutely out of this world. But like the real world normality, like people are different.
Yeah, exactly. She's different to the rest, and she doesn't care about showing it.
Yeah, exactly right.
And that's what's great about it. That if you feel one way, you don't have to try to fit in and be like the rest.
Like that scene where she was feeding the animals dead animals.
Yeah, exactly.
Where are your shoes? Oh, they took them from me. She didn't get angry or anything. Like,
It was quite liberating to see your oddness as a superpower.
There you go.
represented on screen.
There you go.
I didn't have a huge amount of friends.
Oh, which way are you going, Longbottom?
I think it's great to be a misfit. Everyone wants to know that they do belong.
More like they belonged by witnessing these characters that didn't belong.
Bonnie was.
That's exactly what I just said.
She was only.
Exactly what we just said.
Harry essentially becoming a Weasley himself.
And you know, there is this kind of pressure, you know, this is...
I'm not gonna lie, that scene, I thought she was gonna do something naughty. When she said to him, close your eyes, I was like, uh-oh. Wait, this is not a kid's film anymore. I think I said that on the commentary, yeah? Must be so awkward knowing everyone's around watching you kiss.
I know.
Every single one of those girls was like a lovely, great human being.
I tell you, I've missed your company.
Did you get anything? Because I stole quite a lot.
Did you?
She just said it openly then.
I thought, wow. It was a horrible thrill of power.
Right. More satisfying than you know, making a feather levitate.
What was Draco doing with that weird-looking cabinet? And who were all those people?
We all know what the cabinet led to.
Very
The
important
child who hasn't
character.
developed this anger and hatred at the world and goes to the dark side.
I think too, people that suffered from abuse from family and parents and things like that, I think Draco also played a big role in their lives as well, because like I feel like this character is it comes from an abusive family, a very abusive family, and is basically his life is dictated because of that abuse, yeah? And I feel like that can be related to so many people that suffer from that abuse, yeah?
This is Draco is the vivid image of society these days. How we say, oh, society is corrupted. Yeah, but why is society corrupted? Because we are teaching our children to be a certain way when we're not showing them. A lot of people don't show their children to love anymore.
Yeah,
it's just hate and hate and hate.
That's what
they grow up hating everyone and everything.
That's what both Tanya and I, we don't care if we kiss in front of our kids, yeah, because we're showing them the love, yeah. Yeah. And that's very important,
and
very
is the
very
image
important.
Of how you can turn a kind-hearted kid, kind-hearted boy into
someone evil.
Someone evil like this. When that he doesn't. I think in around this movie, and Half-Blood Prince is when you realize that he is not the way we thought he was.
And
we always thought that Draco was this. He was evil inside. He hated everyone and he thought he was better than everyone else. But then you realize that it's not him. It's his dad playing him as a puppet.
Exactly
It's
right.
His dad. He's his dad. His dad has turned him into himself. He's a spit image of his dad, and he doesn't want to be that way. But he's forced to.
And I think exactly what you're just saying. This shows as well people why bullies are the way they are.
That's what I'm trying to say.
It's the biggest reason why bullies are bullies. People aren't bullies because they feel like it. People are bullies because there are problems in their lives that they can't handle, and the only way they can do something about it is by extracting their anger and throwing it towards someone else, thus becoming a bully.
Exactly.
And it's until it's sad to say, but it's until that a bully gets bullied themselves before they stop becoming a bully. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But not like as in like a parent being abusive to them, yeah? It's when someone stands up to that bully, yeah? And things
of course.
It's crazy because there's so many bullies that I knew in high school. They didn't bully me, no freaking way, but I was the bully stopper that I knew in high school and in pre-primary, in primary school, that I knew that now they're, you know what I mean? Like they're not bullies at all.
No.
They're completely different people.
Of course, because when you grow up, you realize that
exactly
what you did was
correct.
But when you're a kid, you're vulnerable.
Yeah.
And you don't know what's right or what's wrong.
Looking back now, if those people realize, why in high school was I bullying someone because they had a stutter or someone that had an ADHD? Why was I bullying someone with a condition?
Yep.
What sort of a loser was I? That's when they think back about it when they're older. Yeah, exactly what you just said. And I feel like as Draco got older, he showcased that. He was like, why am I the way I can't handle this anymore. Yeah. And you saw him, he threw the wand to Harry. He skidded it.
Yeah.
He skidded or kicked it. I can't remember what one he did.
Don't you understand? I have to do this.
Tom, what was great with Half-Blood Prince was you suddenly took this bad guy.
I just had to... Dumbledore... Did you... I didn't even notice this. The way he was saying that, it was like... He knew that his time was coming. Like, he knew that... wow. Basically, he was saying the opposite, yeah? He was saying the opposite, that, like, to kill him, he wanted to be killed there. Yeah. Dumbledore wanted to be killed there because he knew it was the only way, yeah?
But he had everything prepared with Snape.
Planned out.
Yeah. He knew that Snape was going to come in and kill him instead of Draco.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, everything was planned. Didn't you know that? Because that
yeah,
way...
but I didn't notice that bit. That bit was because the way he said it, like, I knew a boy. Just listen to the way he says it.
Yeah, he knew, of course.
See, look, in his eyes, he knew.
He's going to kill me.
Sat down with him and I said, Tom, look, this is your opportunity to really shine.
Draco breaks the chains of this terrible family. It was just so impressive. No.
Alan Rickman. Alan Rickman to the rescue.
Severus.
Oh,
see, when
Severus knew that Draco wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, of course.
So, yeah, that's right. Because when the film was ending, we rewound it, didn't we? They flashed back where they were talking.
Yeah. When he said please, he said Severus, please, as if don't do it. But in reality, he was saying, please do it.
Yeah.
He knew he wasn't.
Correct.
He was thinking about not doing.
Correct.
Snape was thinking, should I do it or
now
should
looking
I not?
back on this, man, Jesus.
And it says, please, like, please do it as we planned. Please do it. Don't back up. Yeah, because he knew Draco wasn't going to do it. And if Draco didn't do it, Voldemort will kill him.
Yeah.
So he asked Snape to do it for him because he was dying anyway because of the curse in his hand from the ring.
That's what that was.
Yeah, it was a from the ring. He tried to destroy the ring, and he had that in his hand. So that was going to kill him anyway.
But that wasn't in the movie.
No, that's what I mean. That's the books.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Number 6, book number 6 is the best book in my opinion from all of them. But in the movie, they miss so much. It's
that
crazy.
Sucks.
You only get like 40% out of the whole book. You don't know almost anything from Voldemort's life, and it's all there in that book, number 6. And
It's a bit crabbed, is it?
Yes. Yeah, the book is amazing. Number 6. I think is my favorite.
Helen and Alan and Richard and...
Oh, that's right. Helen passed away too. That's right. What's her name? The principal. What's her name?
No, that's Maggie. Maggie Smith. Minerva McGonagall.
She passed away.
Yeah.
And above all those who live without love.
What a quote. What a quote.
Richard Harris was such a special, warm person.
He just had that glint in his eye, which made him the perfect Dumbledore, by the way.
Mr. Dursley.
There's no such thing as magic.
Oh, he passed away too.
I wonder
So many.
I'd be seeing you, Mr. Potter.
I knew that absolute legend.
I know I ought not to be here.
She died at a very young age too.
Last year, 2021.
Yeah.
She taught me a lot. See, I can't even say it. It was a real treat to work with her.
This one was one of the...
Alan Rickman never talked
When I
about
found
his
out...
child, which I was always very touched by.
Alan was a very dear friend.
And you only does it.
Unbelievable actor, man. I've never seen an actor like that. Every line was delivered so well.
In here.
What a special series of films it was, wasn't it? Look.
But remember this. You're not alone.
The most powerful wand ever made. The cloak of invisibility.
The boy who lived.
Aurora Smart.
Hmm?
Aurora Smart.
Yep.
cool.
Was this part
It's
1 or
weird,
part 2?
like, on who
Oh, they're
treated
talking about
everything
1 and
with
2
the amount of
together.
respect.
Remember my hamster? Does anyone remember my hamster?
Yes. I remember the hamster's name. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Rest in peace. Emma, Millie's got to like stay in the coffin now.
I have forgotten. We all still look better than we do in the epilogue, which
Yes,
is great. Like
which
we
is a
made it
win.
in before that.
Jumper.
That's true.
I was all forehead.
Give me the full. Give me the
You went all in.
Yeah.
I was so proud of you.
We experienced this on this scale and we'll be kind of forever bonded by that.
Yeah.
Are you okay, Dan, if I like fall asleep on you? Like, if we were doing a stunt, I trusted that one of you would catch me. We were each very strong for each other.
Oh yeah, this bit.
You're amazing, you are.
Always a total surprise.
It was a real opportunity to go deeper with these characters.
Are you coming? Are you staying?
Now, that's one of my favorite scenes from the whole of the series. I don't think I could have done a scene like that with another actor.
I can tell you're enjoying this, huh?
There's so much said in the scene, it was unspoken, and I loved that. I felt like you and I got to have a moment of fun.
Yeah.
We were racing through the woods, trying not to be caught by the snatchers.
Remember you and I, Emma, becoming incredibly competitive.
Ridiculously competitive.
For me, running is a stunt. Walking is a stunt.
Obviously, us kissing was the most horrifying thing.
Oh yeah. Oh god, the voice. Just kill me. Pleasure. Not Leviosa.
I think she heard you.
It was just built up so much for the whole series, and
Pleasure.
This relationship has been so restrained for so long. The audience are desperate to see these two kiss.
Actually, I was going to ask you.
We've waited 7 movies for this. Made sure they were both comfortable.
Never going to get it because we just couldn't take it seriously.
I'm gonna come on set and watch you guys kiss.
Well, everyone wanted to be on set for it. Everyone was like, this is going to be... So I just had to go for it. I needed, like, momentum into the kiss in order to do it.
kind of think I blacked out. I just remember your face getting closer and closer to your
Hey, some people may say it's a lucky man.
It has to be really awkward.
Yeah, it is.
So wrong on every level because Dan and Millie are so much siblings.
I told you. I knew it. I knew it. I knew she was gonna say that. It's like kissing a sibling.
I knew I was saying goodbye to the series. I knew I was saying goodbye to you.
The final battle. One of the best climaxes I've ever seen. This climax was... And then he falls out of his hand.
Yeah, Hagrid carrying him.
And good prevails over evil all the time.
Great story of Neville is that he's the champion.
Basically.
We lost Harry tonight. He's still with us. Here. Was that it helped me to find at first what I'm not, which therefore by extension found what I am.
Yeah.
When looking at the book, the final conversation, as they apparate, they merge together. You visualize in that moment before they tumble down into the courtyard. You put everything into it. You were exhausted, I think, at the end. To be meaningful, it has to resonate, it has to deliver.
This is a poster.
Hey, my name is Emma Watson, play the part of Hermione Granger.
He doesn't like the clip in his head.
Yeah!
To Radcliffe. First day, how does it feel?
It feels absolutely fantastic.
I knew how to play Ron.
Ron was my favourite character, so it was so cool being
And I think that's why...
It always had to end at some point. We were never going to be doing this forever.
It feels like you're like a pillar of my life.
We always will be. We don't need to see each other. We will always be part of each other's life.
Oh, it's so nice to see you.
To see you. I love you. As a friend. There's so much love.
Thanks, Rubes. We had to like jump onto a map, basically, to travel into another world.
Everybody who'd seen them grow up.
Yeah, I've seen this. This was on behind the scenes that I've watched.
All 3 of us were like utterly devastated. We made it through.
Did you pass your driving test on like Order of the Phoenix?
Every part.
There's something about Harry Potter that makes life richer. Stories give us places we can go where we can rest.
Exactly. Exactly right.
It's amazing to be a small kind of part of that, living forever, and it's amazing to see it.
The stories told within them, the individual characters' journeys, such
True.
And it's an epic journey that every child goes on.
In that moment of doubt or that wobble or that argument with my parents.
Yep.
Grateful that it's been passed down to other generations.
I don't think we've ever seen that before. I don't know if we'll ever see it again.
That's similar to what I said.
My children are grown up, Juries, of course.
That is Robbie Coltrane.
I'll not be here, sadly, but but Haggard will. Yes.
I can't really explain to you, like, they're such good people. Appreciated that so much.
They're very important people to me.
I feel so lucky to be where I am and to have the life that I have. It was a very good 10 years.
After all this time.
Always. That's good.
That was amazing. That was amazing. Let me just get the big camera set up. Wow, just simply amazing. Yeah. Absolutely amazing. And this is exactly what I told you about. Actors don't realize what their movies that they're involved in mean to the world, mean to the people, to the fans. Even sports stars don't really realize what fans, they think fans are just people that, you know what I mean, like they're so-called fans when they like them, but they don't realize the role that they play in their lives.
Yeah.
That's why when they're like, people are so obsessed with me, that the reason why is because you play a significant role in their life. That's why. Yeah. And these movies, like, if those movies touched me as I was older and I watched them, just imagine what they would have done to the younger generation watching them, or what they're doing to the younger generation now watching these for the first time. Yeah. I mean, yourself, you got emotional seeing that progression of them like that. Yeah. And that's because you grew up with the films, yeah?
Yeah, I read the first book when I was 11. That was the same year that the movie came out. Mm-hmm. And I remember the movie was on the cinemas, and at school our teacher said, okay, let's do something. Let's read the book here at school all together, and then we'll go one day and watch it at the cinemas. And that's how it started. I was 11. So yeah, I followed, basically it was like I grew up with them because they were supposed to start the first year when they were 11 as well. So yeah.
And it's awesome to see that they had such a tight bond, all three of them, yeah. Okay, everyone that was in the casting, yeah. But all three of them had such a tight bond, and it really showcased it inside of the movie just how good they were and how well they connected, all three of them together, yeah. Because, I mean, one of them could have not gelled with the other and it wouldn't have been the same, yeah? Yeah. But all three of them had such a great bond, and it's such a good thing to see that they actually had a great bond outside of the filming itself, which is brilliant. And a lot of the people on set too, a lot of them would have spent more time with all three of them than all three of them would have with their parents. Mm-hmm. So that's why they played such a huge role with them in those 10 years, because it's like a big chunk of those 10 years, like being a teacher. Kids spend more time with their teachers than they do with their parents. Exactly. So that's why they held them with such big hearts, because it's like going to school for 10 years and having people teaching you 10 years straight every single day, 16 hours a day. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden it's just, you know what I mean, you stop doing it. That's why they felt so like emotional afterwards, yeah?
Yeah.
It's magnificent to see something like this. This is probably the first time I've really enjoyed seeing like a anniversary or a rewind of something. Yeah, know, it's the first time I've enjoyed it. Great. For me, this was a definite 9 out of 10 for sure. 9 out of 10. Really, I feel like it could have gone longer, but I think that's me being selfish.
I know. I felt that way as well.
Yeah.
But what we were talking about earlier, to me, Snape and Draco are, I would say, my favorite characters in the whole series.
Yep.
Not for any, well, yeah, because they change during the series, yeah. They or you in the first movie you hate them both, and then in the last one you end up loving them.
Yeah.
And that's why it is so great. They're so great. The characters are so.
And,
good.
how they were able to hide the fact that they loved each other and like don't show any behind the scenes or no footage come out is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Keep going. I just wanted to say that because of what you were just saying. Yeah, I wanted to add that in there.
No, I mean with Snape, I mean, I think everyone hated Snape since the beginning because of the way he was as a teacher. Yeah, he was,
I did. Yeah,
I did too. And then when you know the reason why he's doing everything and that he's actually an undercover spy,
an agent.
Yeah, undercover agent working for Dumbledore but pretending to work for Voldemort. It's like, whoa, so good.
I was shocked. My jaw dropped.
So good. That's what I mean. You don't expect it at all. And it's like, and then that the reason why he does it is Lily, and it's.
Oh yeah, that was so heartbreaking.
Great.
I think Snape's death was probably the most saddest death I've ever felt while watching movies. Just your heart just completely dropped, especially when you knew why he was the way he was, and then that moment where Harry grabbed his tear and went there, and you saw everything.
He was bullied as well.
Yeah,
he was being bullied at school by James, by Harry's dad. So.
Harry's dad, it was a realization. I didn't realize Harry's dad was that much of a wanker.
He bullied him, and he was the way he was because he was bullied, and that's why. And then you have Draco, that he's got an amazing heart, but he is his heart is rotten because of his dad, because of the way he was raised by his parents. His parents belong to these so-called pure blood families.
Yeah, society.
And they don't believe in mudbloods or wizards marrying muggles. Yeah,
not just that, like even like people that their own kind, they were real evil too anyway.
Yeah, but they hated not pure wizards.
Yeah, but even pure bloods they treated like crap and hated too, if you have a look.
Yeah, but not as much.
Yeah.
Not as much. They hated bloods being mixed. That's all they hated, yeah?
Yeah.
And them having that anger inside of them, yeah, because the Malfoys and Narcissa, Draco's mom, belong to the Blacks, yeah?
Yeah.
So the Malfoys and the Blacks were like two of the biggest pure blood families ever known. So obviously him being the son of two of them, he got raised in that environment where if you are not pure blood, you're crap.
Yeah.
Basically.
So essentially, Harry Potter's auntie could have been an evil wizard herself.
Auntie? Who's Harry Potter's auntie?
Harry Potter's mum's sister.
Yeah, what's wrong with her?
If she'd chosen to take up magic.
I'm lost now.
Because Harry Potter's mum, what was Harry Potter's mum? She was pure blood.
Lily?
Yes. Was she pure blood?
No, she was born from muggles. Her parents were muggles. And her sister was a muggle too. She was a witch born into a muggle family.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right. And her sister didn't choose to become. I want to know that story though. There's many things that I want to find out, like that relationship between her sister and.
She was jealous. Petunia was jealous of Lily.
Yeah, I know, but like you want to see her like declining, not to become like a witch herself. You know what I mean? Like
that's
a wizard. Sorry.
Lily was born with powers that she couldn't even express. She didn't know what they were.
But how did she get those powers?
She was born with them.
That's what I want to know.
She was born with them.
But her parents were muggles.
Yeah. Maybe.
But that's what I want to know.
Maybe someone in their family had powers. Didn't know. She was born with powers.
Maybe they were related to Voldemort.
And then, no. No.
But that's what I want to know. I want to know the story more. That's what I'm saying. There's so many movies they could make about different characters.
Same way. You can have your parents can be wizards and have powers, and you can be born and have no powers, like Flitch with the cat.
That would be so depressing. Your parents having the best powers, and then you just born with.
Fletch was like that. The one with the cat with Mrs. Norris. He
that's
didn't
the
have any
way.
powers.
That's why he is the way he is.
Yeah, his parents are actually wizards, and he has no powers. That can
Poor
happen.
fella.
That can happen.
Poor fella.
That can happen. So that happened to Lily, but the other way around. His parents had no powers at all.
Crazy.
And she did, and that's why her sister was jealous
Jealous
of her.
of because she was with the she was born with the powers.
And then she met Severus because she was very confused. Lily, she didn't know what that was, if it was good or not. And then she met Severus, and Severus showed her that he also had those powers. Severus was born in his mom was a wizard, but his dad was a muggle, and they didn't have a very good relationship. They were fighting all the time, so he was going out of his house to get away from all the violence that he was experiencing in his house.
We didn't see this in the movie.
No, that's in the book, number 6. Read it.
Yeah.
Number 6 or 7, one of the two.
That's
and
why.
That's how he met Lily, and that's how he fell in love with her, because he connected with her in a way that his parents didn't show him any love.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
showed him love. That's why he fell in love with her.
Oh, there you go. You got so much stories about Harry Potter. You can talk for days about it.
It's in the books. It's crazy.
I told you guys she's obsessed with Harry Potter. She knows everything.
It's almost everything. Maybe
there was some things though that I pointed out when it comes to, I can't remember what movie it was, but the clues of everything. Yeah, where all the Horcruxes are. Remember I told you when Voldemort was younger?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when he was younger and Dumbledore went to visit him, on the back of his door there was a slight image of the actual location of one of the Horcruxes.
Yeah. See, those things
I noticed that while editing.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa!
I didn't point that out, see?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's some things that I don't know. I don't know everything. But almost everything, yes.
But I think because I was editing, I noticed every little thing like that, yeah? But you know the full story because you watched the books. So.
Watch, no, read.
I've read, sorry. There you go, I don't know.
I'm going to watch a book.
I'm going to watch a book. Done.
Nice
Right.
book. Okay. Next.
Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that.
I did.
I enjoyed it. Tanya enjoyed it. What would you rate it? I would give it a 9.
9.5.
9.5.
Yeah.
I'm deducting 1 point because I wanted it longer. I want another hour. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. If you want to go check this out in full, it's over on Patreon. Everyone over on Patreon, stay tuned. You're going to have a movie coming your way. If I can get the mouse over here to the corner, if it decides to go there. Now, there you go. All right, guys, take it easy. We'll speak soon. Bye.